Excellent. So, we're not going to be talking about Kum Kum. So that means elphelt is the next one up top. And so I'll first highlight what I think my thoughts on this matchup are. I don't think this matchup is very good for Kum at all. Elphelt just has a lot of buttons that will beat you in neutral. Approaching her in neutral is pretty scary because of Pineberry. Her ways just to keep you out or keep you locked down are very good. Jumping out of her shotgun pressure is a pain because you are a big boy and you'll often get tagged just as you jump maybe a frame or two too late. Here's what I think is good in this matchup is your pressure can be pretty oppressive. If she pulls a Pineberry and you start getting pressure on her, you can go for a pretty long time. Your pickups off Pineberry, I cannot spill. Your pickups off Pineberry can actually be pretty destructive, but you have to be close enough to catch them with that. Let us see. Having a 4-frame button actually does work out pretty well a lot of times, although its uses vary a lot in this matchup. When you're in shotgun pressure, having that almost is irrelevant. Let's see the cons. You get stuck in her pressure a lot. I think that's one of the scariest things is once you're in her pressure, it's very, very hard to get out. I believe she has some really good big boy combos. Her buttons are definitely superior and can keep you out or locked out into really, really bad situations. And I think my personal pet peeve is her air hurt box, because I love doing this really gimmicky I might just show it. I like doing this really gimmicky tech trap in the corner where it forces them to air tech and then you can catch them with a Shinken. But her air hurt box makes it so that she can just do nothing and your kick will whiff if you try to do it immediately, so you have to play around that a bit more, which is annoying. And of course, the infamous JD. It makes approaching on the ground is already pretty threatening because of her buttons and also just Pineberries floating at low angles. JD is really, really, really bad. Because Kum's movement is often pretty telegraphed. So having JD, she could just jump back in JD on reaction to a lot of your movements. So that's not so good for you. Overall, I'd say it's slightly elphelt favored. I wouldn't say it's... I don't want to say it's like 6-4. It's slightly elphelt favored. It's definitely elphelt favored, but just slightly. Just slightly. It's not a matchup I have a lot of fun with. I definitely get stuck a lot in neutral and figuring out where I should move forward. I think the goal of this matchup is to play slow. Whiff punishing is, I think, really big because you just want to have your pressure on her. Once you're on her, you can stick pretty easily, I think. And then, in general, avoid like risky or uncovered approaches. Yeah, that's gonna, that works. I'd put CS on here also, but CS is a problem for everyone, so I'll put that in parentheses. So that's all I have to say right now. We'll watch some match footage. This one is Taro versus, I believe this is Fumo. I already closed the tab, but I'll assume it's Fumo because it's Fumo color. Let's start watching and we'll see what we can learn. We're going to be playing these on half speed again because that's pretty useful just to see how things go not frame by frame, but at a rather slow pace. I will lower the volume also. There we go. Okay. Forgot. Round start is actually, I think, pretty even. It's just comes up to mind games. Coombs, I like to be very defensive on round start because I don't trust elphelt players. I think they'll probably just be mashing far slash a lot of times, and if they aren't mashing far slash, they're just mashing like 5k, and that'll stuff some of your counter pokes. I think the best poke for a Coombe round start in this matchup is 5k, because even if it whiffs, it's a very fast recovering move. 5k, oh, I forgot to bring up the frame rate again. I believe 5k is 7 frames. Oh my gosh. I'm not prepared. Hey, you know, we can't be ready for everything. Yeah, 5k is 7 frames. It recovers pretty fast. It's very safe. It's a good move to open up with in a lot of matchups. In the elphelt one, I like it a lot because it's preferably one of your safest options. It's a lot safer than throwing out a 6H and then just getting blown up entirely for it. Okay. So running straight forward, I think he might have tried to stop a bit earlier. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Taro. But once you see that Pineberry come out, I think you definitely want to try to get in. I'm thinking of it more now as like Faust items. When you see it come out, you either want to get in or you're going to be forced to respect it. And if you're forced to respect it in this matchup, it's pretty bad. You just kind of have to sit there for a while. Oh, I didn't mention 6H. Oh, that I hate 6H. That's triple sad face. 6H is terrible. Okay. This is pretty common. Okay. 2D to get out there, not a bad choice. 2D has pretty far reach. It's a pretty fast startup. It's not very risky because although it's pretty negative, you can cancel it, and a lot of people are expecting you to do something else after it, so good option to throw out. He was just out of range. Has to respect Pineberry. This gets so annoying. More shotgun pressure. Gets tagged low. Could have been a grab. Oh, the JD Fuzzy. And I think he's going to do a lot. I don't think he's going to burst here. You better not burst here, Taro. Okay. Oh, it's unblockable. Ah, see you later. That's fun to deal with, certainly. I think I probably could have fast-forwarded those last few seconds. So yeah, this time round start, he respects it. She just kind of gets come in. Here again, he sees the item comes out, and he runs right in. So here's where some of the problems start occurring. If he wanted to get under that, he would have to crawl. I'm not good enough with the Pineberry trajectories to know which way it would have gone. It might have gone over him. I mean, if he's crawling, I'm believing he'll make it past it. At the same time, just crawling in neutral just seems super risky. But if you manage to duck this, you get in for free and you get a knockdown because he's so close to 2D. So I think that's one of the goals I should focus on is... Let's make a new... No, we'll keep working on this one. When approaching under Pineberry, consider crawl. Because normally, okay, I jump a lot. I jump a lot in this matchup because being on the ground with Pineberries on the ground is always very scary. But at the same time, being in the air isn't great either, and the amount of air distance he would have to cover to avoid this Pineberry is not good. He would have to do a neutral jump and then a late air dash to get past it, or he'd have to do a double jump and then probably an axe kick to get in, or a double jump and then he'd have to block the CS as he approaches the ground, probably. So going forward is, I think, your best strategy here. But of course, this is still terrible to deal with. Thankfully, you can crawl under it. So there's a solution that I hadn't really thought of before, but I can definitely see it being useful. Right there, not too much you could do. Just block that. Okay, Pineberry. Very respectful. Okay, nice. So, let's rewind that. Did he do 2S into Hayabusa? I thought it was 2D and Fumo must have really, really late mashed that. So, this is a great spot to be. I like being in this spot a lot because if she doesn't have a shotgun out, this isn't insanely threatening. 5k will still hit you if you mash something and 5k comes out faster, but I think this spot is rather good. If you just play it safe, you should be fine and you should be able to get out of this very easily. He gets 2p, can't confirm it, maybe he just doesn't react fast enough, or you can just blame the cabs. Yeah, he did 2D into Hayabusa, and then Fumo must have, I think, just late mashed, because that was a very late 2D into Hayabusa. So I think Fumo must have just reacted way too late to that. Now he gets his knockdown. Goes for a very simple low. Too close for that. Makes sense. Okay. This is one of the situations I hate being in. I hate being when I'm full screen after a burst and they're in the air with a Pineberry. This always is really scary. Let's see. Okay. He runs under and then respects it. Blocks a 6H. That's good. I think she can only go to 2D from that. Bridal Express. Oh, he gets out before I think it OTG'd him. Okay, this is great. Having a blue fireball on her when she has her Pineberry in her pocket still is pretty good because it'll allow you to approach, and it makes them think more about how they're going to throw it because they have to throw it now within 1 second. Okay, throws it out. Yeah, that was like way far away. I think he just didn't want to commit anything. Nice. Okay, air dash YRC is definitely a solid movement option. He goes for the air dash JD. Ah, nice. He just crouches under that. Did Fumo try to do something else there? I can't actually tell. I went back way too far. I see now. Ah. Okay, he backdashes that low. So he went 2k into 6k. That's intentionally pretty gappy, and it's usually if people respect you. He didn't respect that. There's other ways around that. He probably could have tossed out a 2S instead to catch the end of the backdash. There's lots of options, but I think, yeah, be more aware. I'm using, I guess like, I want gappy strings. Terrible. In that example is 2k, 6k. That's great if people are respecting you, but not so great if they're willing to jump out like that. It's also not super great mid screen. I'll say that because just FDing that 2k will push you really far out of 6k range. Oh, he just catches her with... Oh my gosh. Alright, so... I didn't know you could just Hayabusa that straight up. That's actually very interesting. I think it might be... He might not be at max 5'8" range, so he could have possibly got back in, but that's good to know. He's really close right now. He goes for wire C, backs up. The overhead gets blocked. Well, the mid of the overhead gets blocked. And he backdashes again. Not too close. Okay. Actually, let me test. I'm going to test that. Because I see he's not crawling it, and I wonder if he just doesn't know that you can crawl it. I'm like 90% sure you can crawl under elphelt 5H. But let us check right now. I'm going to mute Guilty here also. I hope I have it in windowed. Please, 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 please. Oh, thank God. I'm a legend. Okay. I'm going to mute Guilty Gear as well, so it doesn't blow my ears out when I close it. Alright, let's test that. Because, yeah, seeing him not crawl under that when he had plenty of time, Fumo mashed it at least 3 times, it seems like crawling would be perfectly fine to do. Let's check it out. Oh, I don't know if I have my record button set. We will see. Is this one record? Yeah, okay. What? Oh no. I must have the slot still on. Do I? No way. Okay, let's... Ah, yep, I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah. So, when Taro was sitting here, he was just sitting crouched. He could have gone in like that. Oh, let's make her auto block as well. Okay. Yeah, he is. So let's sit here. Let's sit here because I think this is max range that'll hit me at. Okay. Doesn't look like... Did I not mash it fast enough? I don't think I'm mashing it fast. I'm not mashing it properly. See, I told you guys I don't mash. Okay. Oh, he has so much time to get in there, I think. It has to be like, okay, realistically, if I'm here, I block that, I'll be able to get distance. I'll be able to get distance, but I don't think I'll be able to punish. It seems like Hayabusa could be your best option. That'll be safe. That Hayabusa is safe. But it's not... He must have been, like, pretty close to punish that. Or he... I swear... Okay, Fumo must have been pushing something on... Yeah, because that's safe. At this range, that's what you do now. Alright, alright. Crawl has a lot more applications in this matchup than I was expecting. That is good to know. Alright, let's close that and get back to this. So. Yeah, I can't spell. Don't worry about me. Alright, let's get back to this. Using Hayabusa to try to catch the air Pineberry pull isn't bad, but I feel like you got to be close to rationalize that. Using FD to space himself out. Oh, she wished the 2D, but he's not able to get in. Okay, he gets in under it. Isn't able to capitalize on space, though. He's kind of scared of the shotgun stance. I also do not like dealing with shotgun stance, so... Oh. You going for... Really? Yeah, okay. See, that's one of those things. I was really surprised. That is very, very greedy, Oki. It's... Don't try cross-up, Oki. Just... I remember... Oh! There was an elphelt player who played at EVO who basically blew me up for doing that a lot. And I've had that in my mind. I was like, yeah, you don't want to try cross-up Oki because close slash exists. If you're going to do it, make sure she's under ball, which there's videos on how to do that. That stuff's a little harder, but you don't want to go for that cross-up Oki on elphelt for sure. Alright, so you got negative penalty. So that means no meter. He really should try to capitalize here. Oh my gosh, the iframes? Go for a grab, Taro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he want that. He's not going to mash out fast enough, yeah. Oh. Too far to grab. If he just blocked that, I think he could have grabbed. Oh, this is bad. I hate being in the air when you sniper out. 2P? Yeah. Nice. Alright. I think the fact that he got negative penalty and that killed his tension gain, Fumo's tension gain, I think that was really important here. The last few decisions, I think, were really risky. Like, jumping into doing air Hayabusa against elphelt is always such a gamble. TKing it, I think, is definitely one of your safest options, but I still do not like to mess with it. The hitbox on air Hayabusa is just not good enough to challenge her anti-air buttons like CS. (6H), woo. Oh, that was a great mash. No, don't do it! Oh my god, he got right side. That was pretty sick. Goes low. Doesn't get anything off that. He must have messed something up. He's getting really, really greedy for the left-rights. Don't know why he would do that and possibly input error there. Blue Fireball? Okay. Blue Fireball without wire seeing when you have that much meter is really risky. Like... Don't contest Pineberry throw from full screen like that. I just think in that situation, or if you are... We'll just cover those few things that you can talk, that you can try to catch it with. You can challenge Pineberry throw close with Hayabusa. In your face with 5P, DP. If you're wild, maybe CS or even 2H. And from far, I just do. I feel like you've got to burn meter for it. Challenging it from that distance just was not a good option. So Coombs' Fireball has a very, very long recovery time. So throwing it out in neutral is very risky. It has a great startup, terrible recovery. So throwing it out in neutral like that is just giving them an option to open you up. Oh, okay. Right there, I think that's one of the critical moments. So right there, I think he had a chance to run forward, but he might have been conditioned just from getting hit by all those 5Hs earlier in the set. We'll watch that again. Okay. So right here. Pine Bear's out. You're on the ground. He's got 100 meter. I don't think that's a huge factor right now because with Pine Bear already halfway across the screen, I don't think you should try the metered options like Fireball. If she was closer, 6H YRC could work. But at this distance, your meter doesn't matter too much. Right here, seeing the high Pineberry toss, he needs to make a move right now. And again, I think because of the 5, this is like 5H range. Right here is 5H range. I think because this Pineberry is coming down like this, I think now knowing what I know, I would have run and then crawled. He instead decides to jump, which, again, I think is such a big risk. She has, like, right here, Fumo is just waiting to react on something. Fumo is just relaxing. He doesn't have to make anything high commitment right now. And it's just, this is a bad spot to be in. Fumo has enough meter to YRC something if something goes wrong. And right here, he pulls out Sniper. This looks terrible. Yeah, you have to FD that shit. Alright. He gets out of that and then eats another 5H. Great block. Such respect. That actually took him to the Pineberry. Wow. Okay, his risk is cranked up. Thankfully, he was able to burst out there. What is this? Okay. Seeing that whiff, I would have been so tempted to 6H there. I would have been so tempted. With Fumo's burst, I'm likely that would have taken the burst. Really risky jumping in. Back, crazy backdash. Fumo likes to sit in shotgun stands like this in neutral. We've noticed that twice now. Ah, gets caught by the 5H. No. Sniper on him. Great throw. He used his meter for that. Oh, just straight jump into the Pineberry. I think maybe a rising JP. If it's safe, knock the berry away. With Coombs, with how mashable Coombs like 5P and 2P are, you have such low risk to just bop it away. Even just JP, honestly. JP doesn't even have a bad hitbox. Just being able to keep those things off you, I think, is pretty important. He just sees Fuma with 2-2Ds. Oh my god. Yeah. Hayabusa's low invuln sucks. He gets knocked down for that. Okay. He sees it come again and he jumps. Oh, there it is. There's the JD. Imagine if that comboed. Holy crap. Alright, Grandpa Viper, he's got meter, thankfully. Oh, he tried to shimmy and then went for the low. I don't know if Taro does throw OS. I think Taro mixes up his throw OSs with like 6k. So Taro's throw OSs could either be 6kh or 6sh. I always just mash the shit out of sh because that's very threatening. It's very plus on block. It's very fun because you can just keep pushing him back with it. But trying to catch them with this, I don't think is that bad. It's interesting. If I could read the inputs, I'd know for sure. But if that's the case, that's interesting. Goes high again and manages to catch Fuma somehow. What is he doing here? Okay. I guess, okay, Fuma has no meter. That's not threatening. The only thing that could possibly have threatened him was like an OTG burst. Oh, it's caught by that. Just block. He's low on meter. Yeah, this is going to hurt regardless. Okay, yeah, I can just hit forward there. Alright, again, pretty patient round starts. Jump back versus just neutral block. He gets caught by an air dash back in. That's something I don't think about a lot. What are elphelts? Because elphelts jump buttons, besides JD, I don't think they scare me that much. I probably just don't have enough interaction. JP is pretty annoying. I'll say that. Getting hit with a bunch of JPs and air strings is pretty annoying. Oh, that's okay. It's not crazy. Whoa. Hitbox is worse than the animation looks like. Okay, okay. JS is the biggie. 7 frames. Wow. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's what he caught Taro with at the start there. Let's rewind a little bit and take a peek. Yeah, okay. He gets knocked down from that. Berry pull. Oh. I wonder if he could have challenged that. I don't like challenging Bridal Express. I wonder if he could have, though. At the range he was at, Bridal Express did not look that threatening. Let's... Here's like right here. Oh yeah. You can stuff it with an aggressive mash, it looks like, but I wouldn't try anything that crazy. He has it, so Fumo has it covered with a Pine Berry, which is a scary thing here. I guess a neutral jump could be... You could use a neutral jump, but again, neutral jumping, just being close to the ground against elphelt is pretty risky. Especially with that Pine Berry coming in, then neutral jump would probably get tagged by the Pine Berry. I guess you could jump back and then do something aggressive. It still is not looking super good. Yeah. Brett, can you stuff it with like an active low? Oh yeah, that trades so negatively. I guess 2S doesn't seem that bad. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's still prone to trading. That's like, you have to be on some huge shit to try that. Yeah, and even trades occasionally. Yeah. Honestly, it's just better to block bridle and then take your free throw. Interesting, though. Interesting. I'm going to move that out of the way so that does not annoy the shit out of me. Okay. I think that's about the spot that you want to get out with Coom. Okay. I'll talk on this probably next time I stream because I'm not going to get through all of these today. I think we're just going to... I'll watch the other... There's this one with Fumo and Taro, and there's one more with Fumo and Taro. I'll watch the second Fumo Taro, and then I'll probably just go over these next time. But I'll talk a bit more about the RPS and shotgun stance. Great, yeah. Getting out of there is pretty good. I think the anti-air in shotgun stance is J. It's like shotgun stance S. The one where she does like little sweepy punch. Hits upwards. Thrust? This is the grab. Launch. Why did they... Okay. Oh, thrust is the punch. Roll is... Yeah, okay. This thing. Anti-air moves forward, yeah. God, I hate this character so much. Woo! Fun stuff. Alright, back to this. Oh, narrowly evades that. Alright, gets that out pretty cleanly. There's no Pineberry to threaten him, so that seemed pretty fine. Yeah, I don't like trading that. I'll say it like this. Okay. So what he did there was he traded Hayabusa with... It had to have been Far Slash. Let's go back a few seconds. No, he traded it with Pineberry Throw. Okay. My concern is, like, if that was a Hail Mary 6H or something, I swear Taro would have gotten counter hit and just blown the fuck up. But seems okay to trade with, I guess. I personally wouldn't challenge that. Nice. Goes for red kick. Oh, he almost catches the back dash. He almost catches it. Okay, again, we have the Fireball versus the full screen Pineberry. It gets him some space, but it just does not seem to work out well. It stops her from capitalizing on Pineberry, but doesn't get you anything else. I can't believe he did dust there. Is he going to go high? He goes mids. Frame trap. So respectful after that. I would have just kept going. He just blocks it, but again, the Pineberry's covering it, so he can't do anything. Wow. That's hard to block. Nice. Yeah, he's going to spend it all. Okay, yeah. That's a pretty common place for people to burst, I think. So respectful. Okay. So that's something you have to show. Show that you're willing to respect Sniper, so they try to commit again on it, and then immediately try to jump it. I think that's important. I don't think that elphelt's typically overly unblockable, but I don't know. I don't think frame trapping with the Sniper is that effective. I think most of the time they'll just be content with waiting until you try to jump. So show that you're willing to respect it, and then maybe they won't use it as much. And if they do use it, you can just dash past it like he did there. With a YRC, he might have been able to get something off that. I'm not sure, though. The ranges are questionable there. Again, Pineberry covered by that. That's something I guess you would just notice by habit. If they have habits like Pineberry toss always into bridle, then you could probably try one of those preemptive moves we were talking about, like 2D, 5K. 5K seems the safest. He misses, yeah. Elphelt's pretty tiny. Oh, he blocked it. Holy shit. Alright, he runs in, and he's waiting for the 5H. Fumo's so respectful. Oh, he just goes right into it, yeah. Catches are there. Don't do the left-right. Use meter, yep. No. Oh my gosh. He whiffs 2D. That's so risky. Okay. Nope. No. Bet he tried to throw OS. I still do that a lot. I'm a bit rusty on that. He lands on Pineberry. That's so bad. Ah, yeah. Here's another. Woohoo. Nice mash. Okay. So he read the 2K into 6K there. Again, this might be... I wonder if that's Taro's throw OS? But I would be really surprised. I feel like most Coon players will do 6SH. But that's pretty crazy. Alright, let's get that garbage out of there. Okay, so that's one. Let's watch this one. This will be the last one. There we go. I'm not going to slow this one down. We'll see if I'm able to keep up. Again, he starts backing up very fast when he sees the Pineberry come out. God, this damage is so fucked. There's the overhead. Okay, we didn't see that in the first set, I think. Oh, now we see him tossing out that. Okay. I don't know what he is doing there. Misses the last one. YRC's that. Oh, Jesus. YRC Wars. Nice. Tags with it. Oh, no. I don't think he meant to tag with that 5H OTG. Alright, yep. That's not a good spot to be in. That's what we were talking about, was the shotgun stance S. Ugh, the JD still able to tag him standing so easily. Alright. Didn't even get closer that time, Taro. So let me check something. Yeah, these are... Okay, these are last year. So I was like, are these pre-patch? Yeah. Yeah! Bad spot to be in. Again, very bad spot to be in. Just straight above her like that. Gets a pretty opportunistic kick. Reset. Knockdown. Nice. 2K, 2H. That's a stun. No, yeah, I was like, I think he mistimed that. I don't think you can just fire it off when they're in the air like that. Got too excited. Again, respectful round start. Because she ran up and did the 5K there. Oh, that was actually pretty clean. That was pretty clean. That was really ambiguous. But again, just had to press close slash. Might have pressed it too late. Red, it black beaded. Okay. Nice. Just gets a clean air combo. Taro's playing really experimental in this game. Yeah, there. Oh, just jumping out of that is so hard. Oi! Don't know what that blue ball was. Great tick throw. Again, people don't want to mash with that berry on them, but it's like you gotta mash. I think 2K is like the goal there. 2k on reaction to people trying to tick throw you is pretty damn good. Because it goes farther than 2p. It hits low. If they were trying to run up and grab you, they might try to just block a mid if they're running up and trying to block, because they might expect a 2p. But 2k is pretty good for getting out of that stuff. Nice. And there you go. There you go. He gets a very, very clean conversion off the Pineberry self-explosion. It's definitely one of the nice things in this matchup is if you get the right hit on the Pineberry explosion, or even if you just are able to be in a range that you can catch it when it explodes on her in neutral, you can get some pretty tight stuff. Respectful start again. Again, he throws, again, this is the same situation. So, like, the blue ball versus the Pineberry. The blue ball, if anything, is only delaying the inevitable. You'd rather just not have the Pineberry on you in the first place, I think. There. Oh, he's JP to punch it off. So smart. Backdash is the shot, sniper shot. Whew. Okay, lands on him in the block string. Good. Yeah, he's out. Smart. Okay. That's one of those situations that is kind of hard to deal with Coom versus elphelt. Because, I don't know if elphelt players know this that much. But yeah, because of her air hurt box, it is so hard to catch her in a tech trap there, unless she does something stupid. He ran up a bit further and got a good 6p, which looked like the right idea there. But if you try to get a kick there, it'll probably just clash with a tech button if she presses a tech button, which is suffering. But yeah, trying to just backdash through Coom's Oki isn't a real thing unless you're Slayer. If you do backdash through it, you just put yourself in a worse situation and closer to the corner. So don't backdash it. It's not like, yes, I want to just take this backdash and get knocked down again. It's not worth it usually. Please don't do it. He's going for that experimental shit. Okay. Did 6k again. Oh, okay, wait. So I can see the merits this has. I can see the merits that 6kh throw OS has. Because it's basically, this is just entirely a low throw, while this is a mid throw. Let me test that real quick. And I think I could understand if Taro was doing that, because Taro, he plays Potemkin mainly. Can those even throw OS is actually a better question. I don't know if he's just mashing them like that. Maybe you have to plink. Oh, I'm doing, yeah, okay, they should. I was doing fucking S like an idiot. Okay. Yeah. I totally get that. That is crazy. Okay. I definitely think he's using that as his throw OS now, because that's come out a lot after he does a string like this. I think... Here's what I think. Okay. I'll try to go through this in a little bit of detail. But so 2k is a +1 or -1? Regardless of which it is, if they just block 2k, they're going to need at least a 4-frame button to beat you. Okay, if they just block 2k, they're at -2. They're going to need to throw you. And Coom has a slightly above average throw range. So what he's doing is he's trying to get people to just block the 2k. And then he's hitting them with a throw OS. So if they just block 2k, he can throw them immediately after. Like, you see right here, elphelt's getting out. Because they're just normal blocking. Or they're just getting hit. Let me just make that block all. So yeah, elphelt's blocking that first hit and is staying out of range where at least this 6k will hit them. And I was forgetting, is 6k even or plus? 6k is +2, so it's still a damn good button. I always get that mixed up with 5h's frame rate. 5h is even, 6k is +2. So I totally get this throw OS now. And this is crazy that I never thought of this before. So yeah, you see it, this situation, even with momentum from running in, it's never going to connect. But if elphelt just blocks it, I think, man, I feel like, was I mistiming it? I think I was mistiming it. Yeah. Okay, I was just mistiming my... I'm not used to this throw OS. I apologize. But yeah, if elphelt just blocks this, it actually becomes a throw mix-up, which is really scary. I had not thought of this at all before. But yeah, so like, one more time. So the traditional Coom throw OS is SH. Because close slash is +4, it's chainable, it's really scary. It sets up for a lot of my favorite situations, like, let me see, block switching, disabled, crouching. It sets up for a lot of fun situations like that. It's really good because it's +4. It's like your best repressure tool. The only problem with it is that it's a mid. The other, okay, yeah, it's also very fast, like 9 frames. It's 9 frames to start up versus the 16 on 6K, 14 on 6K, and let me find CS. 6 frames. I'm an idiot. I apologize. 6 frames on CS and 14 frames on 6K. So making gappy setups is kind of it's kind of required with if you're trying to do close slash, because this is a true block string. Or is it? I believe this is a true block string. Apologies, because okay, it gaddles. There would be a 5 frame gap if I was to time those perfectly. So this is a true block string. Having this, it's a 14 frame move. So with this, it's a, I don't know the cancel timing, but it's a small enough gap where you can still mash. But it's significantly scarier for a few reasons. One of those being that it's a low. Because it's a low, that is a lot more scary. Because you now actually have to deal with a mix-up. It's not just I can stand block because it's going to be a mid or a throw. You actually have to consider that there could be a low. So it's a bit more of a mind game. Because of course I could just keep mashing 2K for lows. But this gives them enough time to doubt what is coming up. On top of the fact that it looks like part of the mix-up tool. And the last reason is that 6K staggers on counter hit. It's pretty good for that. On counter hit, yeah, we have to make them not block. On counter hit, it staggers. So this is especially good. So, all right, that's some of the reasoning that I can get through there. That's pretty cool. I didn't think of that too much as a thrower as previously, but that is pretty damn sick. All right, let's get through the last bit of this set. I might do like a small video on this later because this is actually so cool. I figured like I'd leave it to Taro to figure that out. The grappler players. Okay, so he looks like he fakes an overhead there and goes for 2K. Fuma blocks it still. There's the overhead. Pineberry out and then fireball again. It doesn't make his situation better. He loses space and now he's forced to deal with a Pineberry while elphelt just jumps the fireball. Oof. Gets caught jumping. Oh, so much damage. Ooh. Oh, yikes. It looked like he would be able to contest that, but she killed the fireball instantly. So I get the setup he was going there. Actually gets out of that. Impressive. Oh, there it is. There you go. You see that? We just talked about it, and there it is in action. He does 2k into 6k again. Oh, man. If he'd held that longer after the burst. Okay, he uses the 6H YRC to get in. Doesn't gain anything out of it. Oh, crazy gold burst. That was ballsy. Gets it to unblockable for once. Again, okay, so that's just Fumo showing that he will challenge Taro's patience with that. That's smart. Oh! Yikes. Okay, again, 5H range. You don't want to contest that with buttons. Nothing. Okay. I'm not going to say nothing. But, like, your Hail Mary option is Grandpa Viper. But that is such a big risk. He has 50 meter. So he can justify throwing it out if he wants to RC it. But I think the best situation here is, as we talked before, to crawl or wait till it ends to just take your pressure back. And he shows that he loves that IAD to get back in. Oh. Okay, gets hit by that overhead. That might be it, yeah. Alright. So, I think that's all I got in me for today. But we'll do a quick recap. And then we'll do these other two next time I stream. So this is... I'll probably just change the title to Coom vs. Elphelt Part 1 or something. Oh, okay, we're not going to watch that. And then we'll watch these next time, because these are Fumo versus Cha Cha Cha. So I will save these for later. But, alright, let's look over it one more time. What do we got? So, again, we see Coom's pressure is pretty good. Elphelt doesn't really have immediate get-off-me options. She doesn't have a meterless DP. He was able to get some conversions off the Pine Berry, or he got at least one nice one that I saw in the corner, which won him the round. And he was able to 2P to challenge a lot of her patient play. When she was just sitting outside the range of him in the corner, and then she started approaching Taro, he would usually just try to 2P to keep her in check, which is smart. Khan's getting stuck under pressure. Again, he got tagged by the shotgun a lot. I think I saw Fumo go for one, but he dropped it. Buttons are superior. Again, you can't... There's some things that you can't challenge at their range. You can't challenge 5H's range. He made the air hurt box work for him by just doing like a run-up delayed 6P when she backdashed out of his Oki. JD, again, that's pretty threatening. It would just hit him standing, even without YRC, and Elphelt would be safe. 6H, I just get blown up by that a lot. I think Taro dealt with it pretty well. CS, I think, was Taro's biggest enemy in these sets. In the first set specifically, he lost so much Oki because he kept going for the cross-up JD setups. Which, against Elphelt, the reward on that just is not that worth it. If you get her, again, with the mind, if you get her to respect your Oki, you can go for some crazy shit. If you have it covered, you can go for some crazy shit. But trying to deal with CS and Oki is not very smart. So, the goal should be to play slow, but also just navigate Pineberry. With punish to get in, yeah, that's still important. I think crawling under the 5H is one of the biggest things I took away from this. Avoiding risky or uncovered approaches. So, several times he'd throw out blue ball when Pineberry was out, and he got nothing from it. He couldn't approach. He lost space in some of them. And even in one time where he did throw out blue ball when he had the advantage, she immediately threw out Pineberry. They clashed and exploded, and then she got a CS to stop him. So, again, still, avoid risky and uncovered approaches. Approaching under Pineberry, crawl, walk if she's pretty far. Be more aware when using gappy strings. Again, now, okay, we know the purpose of this now. So I'm going to take this out. This is just like a general thing you should be aware of, is when using gappy strings that people can mash. I wasn't sure how much she was respecting that 2K, 6K, but it seemed to work a little later. React quickly to 5H whiffs. I could not get the Hayabusa to work. I honestly think he might have just been mashing it and he got that. Low block and crawl, that seems to be the way to go. Don't try cross up OP. That's the important one. You should not try to challenge her in her face, right above her head like that. To challenge Pineberry throw, close range, Hayabusa, toss some more here. Fire slash. Maybe 6H, if you're crazy, 6H. In your face, 5P, DP, close slash, 2H. And then from far away, blue ball, wet ball, wire C. Otherwise, just approach. Mix up your approaches also. That's something that I get stuck on. I typically just try to force my way with one approach. If it's safe, knock the berry away. 5P, 2P, JP are some of the best options. Again, like right after I mentioned that, Taro just jumped up defensively and JP'd the Pineberry out of the air. That was smart. And now the throw S. This is, I think, the second biggest thing I took away from this. Because Elphelt's defensive options aren't great, Elphelt players should be trying to FD and IB things appropriately to escape from pressure. Because all they can rely on are their system mechanics. If they have 50 meter, they have a Judge Better Half, but that's still a big call out for 50 meter. So the throw OS that Taro uses is the 6KH, which is actually really, really damn cool. That's a pretty smart throw OS. It's really, really good. It's good against people who block incorrectly and then mash. It's good against people who try to block correctly and mash. Either of those situations can be really, really good for you. And I don't think a lot of people know about this throw OS, because almost every Kum I know does 6SH. 6KH, it just seems like you're trying to catch them with one more mix and they're blocked in your pressure. So I don't know if people exactly know what's going on when people are mashing, when Taro is mashing that, but that is super, super interesting to know. Show that you're willing to respect the sniper rifle. Yeah. Just, again, mix up your approaches. Show that you're willing to respect it sometimes, and also that you just want to get the hell out of there other times. Taro loves doing uncovered IADs to get out of that. I think that's really risky. I get blown up a lot from that. Even she can just challenge you with like a far slash if she wants to just test to see if you're going to do it. And then the last thing, this one I think is pretty obvious also, just at 5H range, don't try to challenge it with fireballs. Yeah, tech stream, we're just wrapping up actually. We finished going through 2 matches that I was watching. We actually learned some pretty good stuff. Yeah, sorry. I don't got time for another one, unfortunately. I watched 2 matches and it took like an hour. So that's all I got in me today. I'll probably do it again maybe on Thursday or Friday. But I already have like the next 2 ready, so should be good. But yeah, that is... I'm going to save this. Kum versus elphelt 1. And we will go to Kum versus elphelt 2 next time. Alright, that's all I got for today. See you guys.